Hey everybody, welcome back to the EDH video. Today's video we're doing the Simic Precon upgrade from Duskmourn. And the commander is Zimone, Mystery Unraveler, legendary creature, human wizard with the ability Landfall. So whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, you manifest dread if this is the first time this ability has resolved this turn. Otherwise, you may turn a permanent you control face up. And to manifest dread is to look at the top two cards of your library, put one on the battlefield face down as a 2/2 creature, and the other into your graveyard. Turn it face up anytime for its mana cost if it's a creature card. So she's also a 3/3, or she is a 3/3. Yeah, let's get right into the outs. So the outs. So first up, we're going to remove this card that I think just does not fit, which is Sandworm Convergence. It's a 8 mana enchantment that makes flying creatures not being able to attack you, and it creates a 5/5 worm. What's the point? I don't get why it's in here. But anyways, let's just move on right next to the next card because this card just is not even worth talking about. Next up, we got Greater Tanuki. Again, 6 mana. You can discard it and search for a basic land card. It's also a 6/5. Not worth it in my opinion. It's literally a 4 mana. It's a 6 mana, 3 mana. I don't know. It's not even worth it. Even if you're gonna discard, it's still not worth it. Next up, we got Oversimplify. It's a 5 mana. Exile all creatures, and you create a 0/0 green blue fractal, or each player does, with the number of plus and plus encounters on equal to the total power of creatures they controlled that were exiled this way. Maybe it's a board wipe, but they still get a big old creature. And next up we got Giggling Skitter Spike. It's a 4 mana. I don't really think it fits in this deck at all. It just makes it monstrous. I don't know. I don't see the point. I don't see what's in here. But I mean, it's a 1/1 indestructible for 4. Next up we got Kefnet the Mindful. It's a 2 generic and a blue, flying indestructible, can't attack or blocking us, so you have 7 more cards in hand. You can draw a card and then you may return a land you control to its owner's hand for 4 mana. I don't think it's that good. Next up, we got Scab Ruinator. It's 3 mana, and you can exile 3 creature cards from your graveyard as additional cost, and it has flying, and you can cast it from your graveyard. It's a 3 mana, 5/6. I get it, but I just don't think it fits in the deck. It doesn't really do a whole lot. Next, we got Disorienting Choice. Basically, choose up to 1 target enchantment player that player controls. For each permanent chosen this way, its controller may exile it. Then if 1 or more of the chosen permanents are still in the battlefield, you may search your land barrier for that many land cards and put them on the battlefield tapped. Just a ram spell. Shigeki, Jokaya Visionary. That's a 1 and a green. Return it, reveal top 4. You may put a land card from among them onto the battlefield, tapped, and put the rest in your graveyard. And then you can pay X, and discard it and return X target non-legendary cards from your graveyard to your hand. Next, we got Yevamai Elder. Whenever it dies, you search for 2, put 2 basic land cards, put it in your hand, and then you can sacrifice it for 2 and draw a card. It's just not as good as it used to be. I don't think it really fits in this deck, to be honest. We really want stuff to put lands into play. Next up, we got Cackling Counterpart. 1 and 2 blue. Create a token that's a copy of target creature you control with 7 flashback. Again, much like all the other cards on this out list, I just don't think it fits in the deck. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong about all these. But next up, we got the ends. So these are the cards that we're going to be putting in. First up, Blows Cobra. We want more landfall stuff. We want to be able to get like mana off of our landfall stuff, so we can cast our manifest cards. So I think this is a good add, especially with the landfall stuff that we want to put in here. Next up, we got Hauntwood Shrieker, which is a card from Bloomburrow that's not in the deck, surprisingly, which I think they did that with pretty much every set. It attacks you, manifest dread, and then you can reveal target face down permanent. If it's a creature card, you may turn it face up for 2 mana. So basically, you can just get a big old thing into play for free, or 2 mana at least. And then we got Azusa Lost But Seeking. We're going to be playing lands. We don't want to be playing more than 1 land per turn, but this will still let us ramp ahead and let us play lands. Maybe we do. We want to manifest dread once and then return a face up ones multiple times or whatever. Next up, we got Nature's Lure, one of the better ramp spells in the format. Force card, put on the battlefield, not tapped. Just so good. And we also have another card called 3 Visits that does the exact same thing, but it's on here too. Oracle of Madaya, again, lets you play lands from the top of your library. And also lets you play an additional one. So there you go. You just play lands, a bunch of lands, and get manifest dread a bunch, and also flip them up. And next up, we got Secret Plans. It's literally a Simic, and face down creatures get 0/1. And whenever you turn a permanent face up, you draw a card. Why it wasn't in the deck already, I don't know. It's not. I don't think it's that expensive. It's a Simic. It's probably one of the better cards they could have put in here, but whatever. Paranormal Analyst, also from the set. It's 1 in blue. Whenever you manifest dread, put a card you put into your graveyard this way, into your hand. So one of them you draw and one of them you put on the battlefield. You're going to be manifest dreading a lot. I mean, your commander does it, so why not have that in there? There's the 3 visit cards I was talking about. Again, just put a force in the battlefield. It doesn't have to be a basic force. It can be a freaking breeding pool. You know, it could be anything. Yeah, that's why those 2 cards are in here. Next up, we got threats around every corner. 3 and a green, enters Manifest Dread. Whenever a face-down permanent you control enters, search your library for a basic land card, put it on the battlefield, tapped, then shuffle. We took a lot of ramp spells out, but we're still putting some in. So whenever you Manifest Dread with your commander, you just search for a land and then reveal it and put it, like flip it up, you know, so it makes sense. Euro Titan of Nature's Wrath enters 3 life, draw a card, put a land from your hand on the battlefield. That's 3 mana, do all that stuff. It's pretty good. So Zimone, I honestly, I probably will not build this as my Simic deck, not gonna lie. I don't know. It's like, it's good, but like I feel like Simic just does the same thing every single time. You know, it just kind of gets boring after a while. Not gonna lie, they need to print something. I mean, yeah, it's a little different, but it's still landfall. I mean, you're still gonna put like Tatiova in here. You're still gonna put AC in here. You're still gonna put like all the landfall stuff in here. Like it's just, it's like landfall with extra value now. It's like I don't know. But anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace. I'll probably be doing sorry, I had PS. I'll be doing the other Precon upgrade probably the next video that comes out after this one, because I want to get all 4 of these out. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.